Welcome to Around the Crease. I'm Ron Sen with Ralph LaBella, filling in for Alexandra Grace. Tonight we're at Harvard Stadium, home of the Boston Cannons, who look to have a terrific season this year, although they're off to a bit of a slow start. We'll be interviewing Johntaka and some of the new Boston Cannons players. We'll be right back.
Hello and welcome to Harvard Stadium. I'm here with the new Boston Cannon coach, Johntaka. Welcome, John.
Thank you, Ron.
John, talk to us about the state of the Boston Cannons right now.
Well, coming off a win last week, I think things are feeling a little bit more positive than they've been. We have some great players in the organization, a wonderful front office, great fans. So I think everything's pointing to a good night tomorrow night.
Now, where'd you come from?
I live just north of Baltimore, and I've coached in the league before, both with the Los Angeles Riptide when they had an expansion team out west, and then a few years with the Bayhawks. So I've been around for a long time. Went to Johns Hopkins University in Baltimore.
So you pretty much know all the players on the team?
Yeah, I do. So except some of the younger guys. You know, me being an older guy now, I mean, I lost a little bit of track, but I have a good relationship with some of the veterans especially.
What's your philosophy in regard to lacrosse, pro lacrosse?
For me, it's fast-paced, up and down. We really work a lot on the transition game. Half-field offense and defense, as much as not as an important part as it is in college. So, you know, transition offense, transition defense is probably the primary things that we have to focus on.
Now, how much tougher is it to work with pro players than college players where you only get the pro players one day in practice, right?
It's a tremendous challenge, and we have a lot of guys who are all-stars and captains of their teams and champions in many ways. It's a difficult thing, but you know, it's lacrosse is lacrosse, so it's coaching the same way. Just have to deal with the schedules a little bit more.
Now, how many more games do you have left this season?
We have 7 games left tomorrow night against Long Island. New York team is very good, and then 6 after that, so hopefully we can make a run at the playoffs.
Now, how many games do you have to win to make the playoffs?
Well, yeah, Ralph, I think if we won 4 of the 7 or 5 of the 7, we should be in pretty good shape, but you never know. I mean, we're shooting for each one, so we just need to get one at a time, so tomorrow night's a big one.
Now, do you find it difficult when you came into the team? You've been here for just one game. So this your first practice with the team or second?
Second practice. I mean, we had one last week before our Charlotte game, and that went well. So some of the things translated on the field, but tonight we get a little bit more time to work with them.
Now, I know Paul Rabel is one of the top players in the league. How about the younger players? Who are the better players on your team?
Well, we have a bunch of good young guys. A guy named Cameron Flint from University of Denver. He's a Canadian kid. And then local Will Manny out of UMass has been doing really well for us as well.
Now, you enjoy the fans here? What do you get, about between 10 and 12,000 fans?
Yeah, I think so, anywhere between 9 and 12, and they're the best fans in the league for sure. You know, even as an opposing coach, coming in here was always difficult. So hopefully we get a big crowd tomorrow night.
Now, when you have the players come in, like they came in today for practice, they're coming from just about all over the East Coast. How difficult is that?
It's tremendously difficult, especially for our general manager, Kevin Barney, who does a great job with organizing all the travel. You know, we got guys from Georgia, from Denver, from all over the United States, and to kind of get them here on time and get ready to go, it's a tough chore.
Was there anything else you want to say to the fans?
I just want to say thank you for all your support, and we're looking forward to a great end of the year.
Well, thank you for being with us tonight, John, and good luck.
Thank you, Rob.
Welcome. Tonight we have Scott Ratliff, one of the top choices in Major League Lacrosse. Tell us about your experience with the Cannons so far.
It's been great. It's been really fun. This is the first time I've gotten to experience a home game, so I'm really excited for that. But all the guys are great, and I've loved the game so far.
How do you make the transition from college lacrosse at Loyola to professional lacrosse?
Probably the biggest thing is just putting in the work on your own time. You know, in college you've got coaches and you got practice every day, where in this league you got to watch film on your own, shoot on your own, work out on your own. So that's been a little difficult, but it's the same type of games, same players I played in college in a lot of games, so it's been easy.
Did you know many of the players on the Cannons before you arrived here?
No, actually the only one I did know was P.T. Ricci, who is also a Loyola alum. So it was nice having him, be able to talk to him, hear the ins and outs of the league and everything. But besides that, they're all new.
And what kind of work do you do when you're not playing lacrosse?
Right now I try to coach as much as I can, privates and stuff. And besides that, for the first few weeks of the summer, I've just been working out and trying to improve my game.
Are you from Maryland originally? Because obviously that's a hotbed for lacrosse.
Actually, no, I'm from Atlanta, Georgia, so kind of the opposite of a hotbed. But I loved my time in Baltimore at Loyola as well.
What do you do during the week to stay in condition? Because obviously it's a fast-paced game and the coach is emphasizing a transition game.
Yeah, luckily it's so hot in Georgia. It doesn't take much out there to get a good sweat. So I try to go out and shoot, run a little bit, and lift weights mainly.
Okay. And how did you wind up at Loyola, hailing from the South?
I had a college coach a high school coach who played at Loyola when he was in college, and so he kind of steered me there and got the opportunity and took it.
Do you have any advice for young lacrosse players who are looking to improve their game?
Two things that I always learned was work on your left hand, which definitely I thought paid off, and then also just never give up. From coming from Atlanta, for me, it was a long, hard recruiting process, but everything will work out in the end.
And what needs to be done to promote the sport of lacrosse, other than this type of interview, going forward?
I think they're doing everything right. I think this league is really helping lacrosse take a big step. The college season ends, and lacrosse fans have something to turn their attention to and to follow all their favorite players. So I think just continuing down the path that we're going.
Obviously, your goal as a team is to make the playoffs. Do you have any individual goals for lacrosse?
No, not right now. I wanna win a championship in this league, just like I did in college. So that's really it for me.
Well, thanks for joining us, and good luck.
Thank you.
Welcome to Will Manny, another top draft choice of the Cannons from UMass. How have you enjoyed the pro experience thus far?
It's been great. First week coming in with the guys, and very accepting. Taught me a lot right from the first practice, and I think I'm just trying to play my role on the team and not try to do too much and just accept what the guys are teaching me and just do my job.
What's the biggest adjustment for you in making the transition to professional?
The speed is tremendously faster than college. A lot of people don't realize that until you actually play with them, and the talent is unbelievable. Just being able to trust the guys all over the field, and anyone can score from anywhere, and the defense is very fast and throws a lot of checks. So, I think the speed of the game is the biggest change. I don't think it's been that hard to adapt to because the guys are so helpful during practice, but I think that's definitely the biggest change.
And how do you stay in shape during the week, because you're only here for a limited time relative to your normal job?
After work, you just get out, run, do your shooting. Guys have close gyms right near their places in apartments or houses. So, guys put in the work during the week, and you could tell when the game comes on Fridays or Saturdays, and the guys are ready to go.
And professional lacrosse is a combination of speed and power, and obviously you must be a quick guy because you're not a real big guy.
Definitely. I try to use my quickness and my speed. I've been doing that for years. That's the best thing about lacrosse. You can be any size, any weight, and be successful if you have your one strength, and then you work on everything else. So you hit the weight room a little bit and just play with confidence, and that's all you got to do.
Were you familiar with some of the players on your team before you arrived here, or are they all new?
Oh, definitely. The couple of older guys, not older guys, I don't want to call them old, but the guys from graduated college when I was still in high school and freshman in college. It was great to see them and get to meet those guys, and then the other rookies, being able to play with them, playing against them or seeing them play in college also with their success is great to meet those guys also.
Do you have any advice for young players coming through the system as how they can improve their game?
The same thing with your stick skills. Hitting the wall is the biggest thing. I didn't even do that as much as I should have when I was a younger guy. And I think now a lot of kids and parents try to get their kids out with college players now and get some individual training sessions in and learn from those guys and get the situational ideas down, what you could do in situations, and get some one-on-one training. So if you can get a one-on-one training and hitting the wall, that'll definitely put you above and get your own edge.
In addition to skill building and conditioning, there's a lot of emphasis now on sports psychology. Have you had any exposure to that?
Not really. I've learned a lot from these guys and just helping myself, helping my game. But personally, no, I have not.
And as far as having a lot of experience with lacrosse, what do you learn about the professional game that's different than what you learned in college?
Not many penalties are called, that's for sure. So you just gotta keep playing at all times, play tough, be physical, and the speed of the game, knowing that if for some reason something goes wrong on the offensive end, more than likely than not, you're going to get the ball back after 60 seconds, so you can forget about that play, move on to the next one, and just keep playing with your teammates.
Well, thanks for joining us, Will, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thanks, appreciate it.